Good morning, 601.
Good morning, Miss Canella.
Good morning, Miss Canella.
What about
Would
Mr.
you like to
R,
make
guys?
our co-host?
I'm just saying, you guys said you guys said good morning to Miss Canella. It's like I'm invisible here, but it's all right.
Morning,
I
Mr.
understand.
Mr. Rudy.
Oh, I
Come
guess I
on.
was gonna say you guys realize that I'll grade you. So
Yeah.
just saying, you don't say good morning to me, I might just. No, I'm joking.
Ew. All right.
All right.
So
Good
let me
morning, everyone. So we have actually a lot of things to discuss. Ms. Canella's going to start us off with a couple of notations. We have a lot of things to go over, so I suggest that you are on time, have a paper and pen to handy because you're going to need it, and your notes and everything else that must be submitted today. Inclusive reminder, quarter 3 is going to be graded with your iReady homework as 30% of your grade. We discussed this last quarter, meaning if you're one of those people that are not doing your iReady, unfortunately, you will see a huge drop immediately if you don't do the homework on time. So I suggest if you're one of those people that are always like not completing iReady, put a timer on and stay on iReady for an hour a day, possibly on a Monday or Wednesday, whenever it fits your boat. And guess what? All you got to do is 30 minutes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's 150 minutes each. Miss Canelo, did I miss something?
Yes.
Go for it.
Saturday school will be tomorrow at 9 o'clock. The expectation is even if you get 100 on one, you need to come if you do not get 100 on both. Also, if you have not passed quarter 1 and 2, the expectation is you need to attend because it also will help with your absences. So if you've been late or missed some classes, we highly suggest you attend Saturday school tomorrow because it will help and make up for some of that. Also, it doesn't hurt to review. I've had Tori come before. I've had Leah come, even though her grades are great, but she's always come to review. So the more, and same with Joelle, so like, and some others of you. So the more you come, the better you get at something. With that said, Mr. R and I over the weekend, yes, you too, Carlos. Mr. R and I over the weekend are going to discuss if we're keeping iReady for Monday at 150 minutes, or if we're going to move that up to either 250 or 300 minutes. We will tell you on Monday if we're keeping 150 or we're increasing it to 200. Based on
yeah. So I'm gonna be honest. It's probably gonna be selective students. If we see that your iReady scores dropped from from now till September, then we're probably gonna recommend more minutes from you.
And it's only to help you guys.
Yeah, it's not to hurt you at all. It's actually to recommend you to actually boost up your grades and inclusive with our online classwork. However, without further ado, guys, we will be doing.
Oh, your sister does 200 minutes a day. She's a hard worker just like you. All right, we're going to be reviewing inequalities today. So we will be having when we have parent-teacher conferences, we'll be letting your parent and guardian know about that. And we'll be sharing.
I have a reminder for one of my advisees. I apologize to interrupt. Chidozi, we are meeting today. If you look on Google Hangouts, I sent a message already. Exactly at 12:25, I'll be sending out a Zoom link. I expect to see you there.
All right, so here we go. We are going to be working on inequalities today. So, Tori, can you type this in the chat for me, please? Learning target is going to be read by Jackson. Okay, today we will tell you what you have to write down and what you do not have to write down. But please do not use Google Docs because you need to have an inequality in your paper.
Listen, I'll be right back.
Okay, Jackson's got problem number 1. Tori, quick check. CFQ, quick check for understanding. Number 1A, Carlos. Just put 1A. 1A, Carlos. 1B, Jason Sanchez. 1C, Emily. 1D, Heaven. Problem number 1 is going to be Tori. Problem 2 is going to be Andrew, Joelle, and Chidozi. Because it has a lot of problems. Problem 3 is going to be Nia Miller and Leah. Problem 4 will be Carlos. Problem 5 will be Christian and Maya. And those names that were not called, you're going to be typing in the chat, and you're also going to be participating and helping out. All right, let's get the show on the road, folks. Good, my laptop's charging now. It was ready to die. All right, 601. Here is what you are responsible. Thank you, Chidozi, for the link. Okay, so this is today's classwork. These are the 3 assignments due today. Your notes, independent exit ticket, and iReady. Okay, this is what's due today. This is your 3 tasks: notes, independent exit, and then iReady. By 3:30, if it's not in at 3:30, you'll see a 0 in the gradebook, incomplete. All right, so Tori, what you're gonna do, as soon as this pulls up, you're gonna tell us who's got what part of the lesson. You're gonna be like the little reminder person, the little assistant for today. You have to write the learning target in your notes. A lot of you did that, even better. All right, Friday, February 5th, 2021, standard 6 EE5 and 6 EE8. Jackson. Jackson?
I learning target. I can write, graph, and solve
Inequalities.
inequality by using symbols to represent the situation described and substitute values to determine if the inequality is true. I can construct, write, and solve inequalities to represent a problem.
Okay, awesome. So, again, we're going to be reviewing graphing, writing, and solving inequalities by using symbols to represent situations, describe them, substitute values to determine if it is a solution of an inequality. We also will be relating these to the real world situation and real world problems. Now, when we talk about an inequality, we're talking about 2 unequal values. We are only dealing with a less than and a greater than symbol. When we have an open circle, as you can see on problem number 3, we have the less than and we have the greater than symbol. Open circles do not include the answers. Closed circles are greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and they include the answer in the inequality that's graphed on the number line. Okay, if you're looking, I'm walking around because my back is hurting. Does anyone have any questions about that? Now, when you look, you have to remember 2 things. This is the less than symbol. Less than, left hand. Less, left, you shade to the left. Right, greater than, you shade to the right. Less than, greater than, open circles. Less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, you are having a closed circle and you shade to the right, greater, left is less than. Are we clear? There's the chart. It has the symbol, the meaning, the word phrase, the example, and if it's open or closed. I highly suggest that when we do the rest of this work today, that you refer to that chart so that you can get the correct answer, which means the correct inequality symbol. Are we good? All right, so we're going to move on. We have a visitor. Everyone say hello, Selena. Here we go. All right, reminders. Here you go. The alligator eats the bigger number. Here are 4 examples for you to look at in case you forget. Greater than and less than, open circles. Greater to the right, I shade. Less than, I shade to the left. When there's a line underneath, we have a closed circle. Greater than, we shade to the right. Less than, we shade to the left. Here's open and closed circles, another visual for you to look at. Okay, let's proceed here. Open circles are greater than and less than, closed are less than or equal to, and greater than or equal to, as you can see here. All right, 1A, who's got that, Tori?
Carlos.
Carlos, what inequality goes in there? Read it, please. What do you think?
Less than.
So can you read it? One is, can you read it?
One is less than. 1 is less than 6.
Good. One, Tori. Who's got that?
8 is greater than 2.
Okay.
-1 is less than 6.
Next,
-8 is less than -2.
I would write this down. I definitely would write these down. Now, Tori. Tori, thank you, Carlos. Emily, what is the difference between a less than and a greater and a less than and equal to? Think about the circles. What's closed and what's open?
The difference.
Go ahead, somebody. Tori, Emily. The difference between the signs is that, open circles.
The sign with the line underneath is a.
So the less than has an open circle, and the less than or equal to sign has a closed circle. I think that's what I was trying to hear you say, right, young lady? Which is the less than or equal to sign. Okay, are we good? Is a closed circle. I don't know who's trying to come in here right now. Okay, Emily's internet.
Wait, can I take a screenshot of this, please?
Or make it a little smaller. If you guys have a phone, screenshot it, but you have to write it in your own handwriting. Here, Carlos. Okay? This you have to write down. Check for understanding, CFU. Carlos, you good? All right. So remember, the less than has open circle, the line has a closed circle. No line open, line closed. First person to type in the chat, 5 kickboard points. No problem, I understand that, Emily. Thanks for letting me know. Open circle, no line. Closed circle, line. Open circle, no line. Closed circle, line. First person to type it, 5 points. Who was it? Wow, that's close. We got Carlos, Chidozi, and Tori. Good, thank you for typing the answer. Jason, thanks, bud. Nice. All right, let's proceed on. Tori, who's got the next problem?
Model problem 1.
Yeah.
I think I was supposed to do that problem.
You were supposed to? Okay, so go ahead.
Draw a graph for each inequality. Number 1 is B is less than 4.
Okay, so you ask yourself what kind of circle? Stop it, Selena. I need my arms. What kind of circle?
An open circle.
Okay, B has an open circle. And how are we shading?
To the left.
Remember, guys, we have to put an arrowhead. I would write these down. Just draw the little number lines. Number 2, can you please read that and tell us how you would graph that, young lady?
-3 is less than or equal to n. This would be a closed circle.
Can you explain why to your classmates?
Because there's a line underneath the symbol.
Okay.
And you would shade to the left.
Why? Why?
Because it's less than.
Good. What about 3? Good. Again, you should write these inequalities in your notebook. Please do not type this on Google Docs unless you're screenshotting the image, but you really should be writing it to learn it. Okay, Tori, you're going to do number 3, then I'm going to ask Jamie to do 4 and 5. Go ahead.
3 is 2 is less than K. So this would be an open circle.
And where do you shade, right or left?
To the left.
Okay, so Tori, stay off mute. You're going to help Jamie if she needs help. Hey, Jamie, can you help us with number 4, Jamie? Can you read that and do exactly what Tori did? And if you need help, she'll help you out.
Okay. So, K is K is greater than -5. So we would.
Wait, not greater than,
Oh, less than
or
or equal.
Okay.
Inequivalent.
Huh?
Inequality. I meant.
Wait, so yes, so K is less than or equal to -5. What kind of circle?
So we would need a open closed circle.
Good. And now how do you shade? Tori can help you if you need help, right or left. Where are they less than -5? Look at the numbers.
We would shade left.
Good. Everyone see? Hey, go ahead, Jamie. Try number 5. And then Emily, you're going to do number 6.
Okay, so X is less than -5. So we would do an open circle, a closed circle,
Closed or open?
closed.
Tori, do you agree with her?
Wait, no, open.
Open, why? You're right. Is there a line underneath here?
No.
So no line, it's open. Okay, now how do you shade, right or left?
I think we would shade left.
And remember, you have to put the arrowhead or it will not be marked right. Okay, Emily Dennis, can you please read number 6 and try it? We just modeled 5. I think you can do it. Go. Better yet, Jason Sanchez, can you try number 6? Mr. Sanchez, I liked your participation the other day. I want you to come back. Put that up. Can you read that?
All right. Yes. That
Negative?
will be a closed circle. Oh, -4 is greater than K.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm just going to fill it in. Now, where do you shade, Jason? We want to do greater than or equal to -4. Look at the number line. Is it to the right or the left?
The right.
And we have to put a what at the end?
An arrow.
Awesome. Does everyone understand what we just did? Does anyone have any questions?
Yes.
If I were you and if I had a phone for your reference, I would screenshot this page. I'm going to make it smaller so everyone can take a picture. And then you can go back and perfect your notes at lunchtime because we'll give you until 12:40 to finish them. Are we good? All right, I'm going to erase it now. All I have to do is erase the 3 or 4 things on your paper. We're going to move on now to model problem 2. You do not have to write down model problem 2. Model problem 2, no writing. We're going to write the correct letter on the line that shows the graph. So we're going to match now the graph to the inequalities. Tori,
Apologies about that, Ms. Canelo, I'm here.
it's okay. Tori, who's got this one? I think Chidozi and Andrew, right?
Is it problem number 3?
Number 2.
Problem number 2, Andrew, Joel, and Chidozi.
Okay, so Andrew, you're going to do the first 3. Chidozi, you'll do 10, 11, 12. And then the last person will do 13 and 14. Go ahead, Andrew. You're going to tell us what kind of circle is there. Go. Number 7, read that. X is what?
X is Greater than 2.
Not greater than. Try again.
Less than.
Look at the line.
Stop guessing. Greater than or what?
Greater than.
8.
Good. What kind of circle? Open or closed?
Closed.
Okay, so if it's a closed circle, you're going to have a closed circle on 2. Which graph has a closed circle on 2? A, B, or C?
A. I mean B.
Okay, B. Now, ask yourself, do you shade to the right or the left if they're greater than?
To the right.
So clearly it has to be B. Do you see what we did there, sir? Do you see what you did there?
Did we do the indifference already, Ms. Canelo? Did I miss that part?
We did it many times, about 10.
All right, so right hand is greater than, left hand is less than, correct?
Yes.
So let's go on with number 8. X is greater than 2. Which symbol represents that, or which letter will best represent that?
Don't we have to do closed or open
Yes.
first?
Yes, we do. So we're going to identify the open or closed circle. Who has it?
It's still Joel. I said 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 was Joel, and then 10, 11, 12.
Joel, what type of circle is that, open or closed?
Open.
Yes, open.
Good. And now, what letter will best represent that?
Off my papers. Hey, Selena's going to school, guys. She wants to learn.
Open.
Huh? Look at 2. We want an open circle. Look at E. Does E have an open circle on 2?
Right.
Yes, it's E.
Good job, Jason Sanchez. I see you.
Told
right.
you.
Go ahead, Mr. Sanchez.
Finish this off then, Sanchez. 9. X is less than or equal to -5. Open or closed circle?
All right.
Got this?
D.
Closed?
That's a closed circle.
It is closed. And which
Good.
letter? I heard him say the answer.
All right. D.
Yes. Bam.
Good job, sir. Let's go with number 10.
Chidozi, 10,
Oh.
11, 12.
Good. Chidozi, pick up. 10. It says X is less than or great or equal to 5. Closed or open circle? Closed. Okay, good. I need to hear you say it though, because you're just writing it in the chat. Now,
Yeah.
which way are we going? What letter best represents that? I'm laggy? I don't think so. Try it, because you're typing really good. Try it again. So X is less than or equal to 5. So which way are we shading? To the?
Good. Somebody said it.
Number 11. Chidozi, again. X is less than or equal to -2. What type of circle is it? Closed or open? Closed. Good. And what letter choice will best represent that? You're looking for -2 and a closed circle.
I see one answer. Look at A or C.
C. Good. Good, Chidozi. I like that. You're in the chat. Dope. Who's doing 12, 13, 14, Ms. Canova?
So 10, 11, 12 was Chidozi, and 13, 14 was Andrew.
Okay, so 12. One more, Chidozi. X is less than -5. Closed or open circle? Open. Good. And what letter choice will be that?
-5. Look at A and look at G.
A.
A is good.
Yes. Whoever's saying
Now
A.
we're getting it. Now we're getting it. Yep, they're ready to get in the chat too. I'm down for this. All right, Andrew. X is greater than 5. Open or closed?
Open.
Good.
Good. What letter choice? 13 or 8? G or H?
H.
Yes. Correct.
And X
And
is less than 1. Obviously, the last letter is which one?
G.
And because it's what kind of circle?
Open circle.
All right, for 2 extra credit bonus points in the chat, we're not telling you. Open circle. Does it have a line or no line? Put open circle equal. Open circle equal. Close. Do not call it out or you will not get kickboard points. Closed circle equal. Open circle equal. Closed circle equal. I'm going to write it down, whoever we see that follows directions. Okay. Yes, we pounded it into their heads, Mr. R. They got it. All right, let's move on now to the next component. Okay, the next component is going to be some situations. These were pretty simple. You did not have to
Can I
write.
take a screenshot?
Okay, you have to wait a second because now I have to put everything back, Andrew. Sure. Okay, I'm going to make it smaller, Andrew. Wait a minute, Andrew. Okay, there you go, bud. Can you take it now?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Anytime, sir. All right, here we go. We're going to now move on to very simple. The next one, you're going to be presented an inequality, and you are going to be asked to write it, identify the symbol, write out how to read it, and which side to shade. So let's call on Tori, who's got this problem? I forgot.
Nia and Leah.
Nia and Leah. There are 4 parts. Each of you do 2. Leah, start us off.
This. Write the equality that is shown in the number line.
Not equality, inequality.
Inequality. My bad.
Inequality. Okay, so let's go. Write the inequality that is shown in the number line. M is what to 2.5? Look at how it's shaded. Is that greater than or less than? Look at the numbers. Look at these numbers. Are they getting smaller?
M is less than.
Less than.
Good.
Anybody know? Shout it out, right? Help your classmates out so
I want to hear Miss Cruz. Less than. How do you read this inequality?
M is greater than 2.5.
Greater than?
M is less than 2.5, my bad.
That's okay. Remember, the L symbol is less than. Do you shade to the right or the left?
To the right. No, right to the left.
This is the left, and this is the right. You got to know right and left, guys. I mix them up all the time. Questions? Very simple. This should be written in your notes. I'm taking it off in 10. These cannot be on Google Docs. 9, 8, 7, 6. We're doing really good on time. We're almost done. 5, because we want to give you at least 22 minutes to do your work. 4, 3. You cannot write this on Google Docs. 2, needs to be handwritten. 1. Inequalities must be handwritten. Google Docs, no. You could type up the notes there, great. Problem 4, I think I said Christian. Christian. Right, Tori? Christian?
Is it Christian?
Okay, Christian. Is this an open or closed circle on number A? On letter A, I should say.
Close circle.
Close. Look, we're at number 8. What happens to the numbers? Are they going up or down?
They're going down.
So if they're going down, are they getting less than or they're getting greater than? If they're decreasing, getting smaller.
Less than.
Good. Now, since it's a closed circle, do we put a line underneath?
No.
We don't?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's look at B. B is a closed circle, right?
Yes.
2, 3, and 4. What's happening to the numbers? Are they getting greater, larger, or they're getting less than?
Greater.
Greater. So is it greater than or greater than an equal to? Because there's a circle that's closed.
Greater than with a line under.
Yes. Okay, go do letter C. You're doing awesome. Check them out, Mr. R. Number 3. It's an open circle.
Greater than.
Greater than, yes. Perfect. And what about this one? J is, yes, less than. Awesome job, Christian. Anyone have any questions on what he just did? Because he did an awesome job on that. Thanks, Christian. Make sure you type.
Like that.
Make sure you write these notes down, Christian. You guys have 5 more seconds to write this down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going to erase them. Sorry, guys, you heard Selena barking. All right, let's try. Mr. R, who's got this one?
No one, since it's written on already. No, I'm joking. I got you. Let's go with Leah. Says your mother gives you money to buy dinner. She tells you to spend no more than $10. Write an inequality to show how much money M you can spend. M equals M blank $10. Is it greater than, less than? What would it be? Use your chart.
Which one?
No more than $10. Keywords.
That would be less than
Nope. Not less than.
and greater than.
Nope.
Less than or equal to.
Thank you.
Oh no.
Leah, you have to remember that, right? It's key. That's why I'm just like shaking my head like you're missing something. Like, hello. All right. So you got it. Now it says, what does M represent?
Read the word problem.
Yeah, your mother gives you your money to buy dinner.
Mhm.
Money. Thank you. Right. And what type of circle is it? Open or closed?
Closed. Right. Closed. Yeah, closed. All right.
And which way are you shading? Left or right?
To the left. I mean, to the right.
Stop double guessing. Okay, this symbol is less than, right? So every time you see this symbol with your left hand, you're going which way?
Left.
Yes.
Every time you see a left hand symbol or less than symbol, which way are you going? Left or right?
She said left, Mr. R.
I didn't hear her.
Oh, yeah, she said left.
Yes, you're going to the left. If it's the other way, greater than, you're going to be going to the right always, or to the greater number of.
Can we,
Okay.
one more check for understanding, Mr. R? In the chat, write open circle equal, close circle equal for kick word points. You have 5 seconds. Open circle equal, if there's a line or no line. Close circle equal. For another kick word point, if it's less than, what side do you shade? Less than, what side do you shade? Looks like people got it. Less than, where do we shade?
Which way, guys?
Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now right. If it's greater than, we shade what? Greater than, equal, good. Good, Shadozi. Yes. Okay, they got it, Mr. R. I don't think we need to say it again. Who's trying to come back in? Oh, Noah's coming in.
But we only have less than 16 minutes of class left.
That's all right. We're going to write that down. All right, folks. Here we go. Mr. R, do you want to do the next problem while I write that down?
Sure. A restaurant has a maximum occupancy amount of people that can fit of 80 people. Write an inequality to determine how many people P can fit in the restaurant. What does P represent? What does P represent? Let's go with somebody I haven't heard from or anyone. Leah, go ahead.
Maximum capacity of people or people.
Or people, right? Yeah, people, that's fine. And then how would you write this inequality? What does maximum mean? Is it less than and or equal to or greater than or equal to?
Greater than.
Think about that. Use the chart. Can I exceed? Can I have 81 people in the restaurant?
No.
No, I cannot. Right? And that's a good way to determine this. So think about that.
So
I
that,
can only have to a certain limit, right? My limit is to what?
You're limited to 80 people.
So would it be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to?
Greater than.
Greater than?
So P is
I mean,
greater than equal?
Yeah, where are you confused at? Because I need to make sure that we get you on board.
I'm not.
You're not confused? Okay, so
So just
P
think about
is less than or equal to, right? Because there's a maximum capacity. It's like, for example, your age, right? It can go all the way up. Your height can go all the way up, right? There is no limitation until your body actually limits you. However, in this scenario right now, we have the maximum amount of people to be 80. I cannot exceed that number. I can't have 81 because that's a lawsuit on me. I'm the owner, I get a lawsuit. So if I exceed, I can't. That's more than. But maximum, it's reaching, it's telling you, hey, this is my limit, right? I can't go any further. So when you hear the word maximum, it's always going to be less than or equal to. Okay? Now that you know that, how is it an open or closed circle?
it has the line.
Yeah, so it's a closed circle.
Yes.
Good. And you just told me how, so I want to ask you, how do we identify that? Because it has a what?
Because it has a line.
Perfect. Now, when we're shading this in, we're going to go to the number 80. Which way are we shading? That's a less than or equal to sign. I'm going to say it again. Less than or equal to sign. We're going right or left?
This way
We're going.
or that way?
We're going left.
Yes.
Right.
Perfect, Leah.
Realize that you said we're going left. Now, I told you, can we have 81 people? You said no, right? And look at what you wrote on the graph. Right? You said no, we can only have less than 80 people.
Makes sense? Now, we're not going to go over the answers for the exit ticket, but we're going to tell you what you have to do.
Can I take a screenshot?
Okay, hold on, Andrew.
Andrew's catching you off guard. He's putting you on your toes, Miss
Oh,
He's
he is, man. Because he's going to have his notes be perfect, right, Andrew?
Yep.
Did you get it, bud?
Not yet.
Okay.
He wants you to go up.
Wait, you want me to go up to the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so then let me do it like that. Is that good?
Yes, thank you.
You got it?
Yep.
You sure?
Yes, I got everything.
All right, we just want to make sure, Andrew. All right, folks.
All right, guys, now it's time for do or die.
Now,
No, I'm joking.
real quick. We're going to quickly do a quick poll chat. So everyone's on mute. We're going to read the problem. I'm going to read one. Mr. R is going to read one. And all you're going to do is type 8. You're going to put number 1. You'll put A, B, C, D. Number 2, A, B, C, D in the chat. Number 1, I'll start us off. How do you read the inequality? Y is what to 2? A, B, C, or D? Type it in the chat. This is like a 3-minute thing. So IP. So what I would do in the chat before everyone stop typing. Hold on. I would write IP and I would put 1, my answer. Go. Type underneath mine. Go. A, B, C, or D? Perfect. Number 2. Mr. R, you want to read it? Mr. R? Mr. R? Okay, number 2. Which inequality is represented by the image? Number 2. Type your answer after I put number 2. Answer under mine. Is it A, B, C, or D? Greater than, less than, or equal to, less than, or greater than or equal to 8? Thank you. I got 1 response. Because this is what you're going to be doing in a moment. I got 3 responses, 4. Perfect. Okay, looking good so far. Question 3. What is one possible solution for the inequality? What is one solution to make this true? Is it A, 1 is greater than -3? Or is it B, -10 is greater than -3? 3, type A or B. Looking good. Okay, let's move on now. ET, which is your exit ticket number 1. How do you read that inequality? X is what to -3? Greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Under my answer, type your answer. Looking good. I only got 3 responses. 4, perfect. Okay, let's do question 2 now. No more responses. No more. Number 2. Okay, stop. Number 2. How do you read that inequality? If you think it's A, less than. If you think it's B, less than or equal to. Greater than or equal to, type it in the chat. No, Carlos. Oh, you meant, okay, you corrected it. Okay, thanks, Carlos. He said no, and then he corrected himself. Wait a minute. Hold on, Carlos. Carlos, you're still not correct. Look at the signs. Leah, look at the signs again. You're incorrect. It's actually greater than or equal to, guys. It is not A. That is not a less than sign. And number 3, exit ticket number 3. If you think the learning target was about inequalities, yes, Leah, you're not correct. If you think the learning target is about inequalities, you type A. If you think it's about equations, type B. So question 3. Okay, looking good. Okay, stop. No more responses. Stop. Number 4. What are the symbols for closed circles? A, B, C, or D? Remember, if you don't get 100 on both, you are expected to attend Saturday school. Plus, if you come, you get extra points. Perfect. All right, we're going to open up the independent and the exit ticket. You will be responsible to complete those now. I'm going to open them up if they're not opened already. And they are due in the next 18 minutes with your notes. If you came late, I don't know what to tell you. You need to be on time. Class starts at 11:20, not 11:54, please. Please be here on time for your benefit. Okay, independent ticket is open. We just reviewed it. Again, anything less than the score that's required, you'll be asked to attend Saturday school. And yes, you get kickboard points for coming and class points on the grade book. Good luck. Saturday school's tomorrow. iReady's due at 3:30. Everything is open. Begin now.